This is Beyond the Green Screen, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.
We rolling? So guess what this is? This is the first ever Arizona's Family First Alert Weather Podcast.
Love it. Love it. We're all here. We're never here together like this.
We're never here together, so thanks for all of us.
I was going to make a joke there, but no. Yes.
Please do.
Should we all be in the same room, like continuity of government type thing?
That's
Who's covering the weather?
Yes.
Dangerous.
Who is covering the weather? Probably Steven's got it covered.
Okay,
for the
thank you,
rest of the
Steven.
time.
Thank you.
So here's the deal. We don't have a name for the show. We don't have a name.
We've had some bad...
And that's pretty important in a podcast, they tell me. And what's interesting is that because this will be post-produced, the people who have just started the podcast already know the name because it's on the start of the podcast.
Okay.
We don't know the name because we haven't figured it out yet. So
It's like a multiverse.
It is a multiverse. Yes.
You've been working on this for what, 3 weeks
And
now?
here's the other thing. Once we come up with a name, legal might say, "Meh." So there might be another name.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
3 weeks you've been working
3
on this.
weeks,
And
yes.
that's when legal keeps coming back at you.
Well, we had one or two good ones and legal wasn't very happy.
Why did legal not like them? Because someone else already had it, or they
Yes.
just thought they were terrible
Someone
ideas?
had them trademarked or something,
Okay.
or
Are we
had
allowed
the
to
name.
talk about what they were, or that's not
Well,
allowed?
one
Yes.
of another problem was Royal claimed that it would extend your life. So there's all these medical claims with the
that's true.
podcast, and
That's
they
true.
didn't think
Yeah.
we could really prove it.
That was kind of. I was just trying to reach a little bit, a positive thing, right? Extend your life.
It's like an Asian drink.
There you go. So the one that did get turned down for legal reasons was Whether or Not. So,
a great one.
Yeah,
well, it's a
I love
great name,
that.
but someone else thought it was a great name before us and got it.
Beat
So
us to the punch.
there you go. Now, before we start doing names, we're not going to do First Alert. You know why? Because when you search First Alert Podcast, like 19 of our other stations, great stations show up. So we're not going to do First Alert.
Okay.
So, Paul, you want to start us off with the
Okay,
list
so
of
here's the
contenders?
list, and we've been sending names back and forth to each other, which has been kind of fun. Some of the names have been a little
Via
off.
email.
Okay.
That's
A situation where like bad ideas lead to good ideas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's some of April's, and I really like this
Some
one.
of them I don't really think we should read.
I won't read that.
Like,
I won't read that.
Yeah, don't read that
But
one.
wait a minute, that's the
Some
great
might
thing
be a
about
little
podcasts. People want to see inside baseball. Yes.
Don't you need legal to get these emails? What's happening?
One of them has a winky face.
It does.
that means don't read it on the air.
I won't read that one. Okay.
Okay.
Beyond the forecast.
Beyond the
I
forecast.
kind of like that.
That's good.
Yeah,
That
beyond
is
the
good.
forecast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you get a voicer that puts a little,
a movie.
Like
left
an
into
X-Files theme
Bingo.
to it.
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear some good music behind that. That'd be amazing.
Beyond the
Six
forecast.
Okay.
forecasters
There you go.
gather.
That's good.
Maybe I could
He
record
is
it.
the voice.
Yeah, right?
How about On the Radar?
On the radar.
I
then
like
you
that
go-
one.
On the radar.
Those are my serious
Yeah,
suggestions.
that's good.
That was good.
Think about this. On the Horizon.
On the horizon.
That's a thing.
Very nice.
Storms on the horizon.
Storms on the
Say
horizon.
that.
Okay. Okay.
Is that a Steppenwolf song?
Skip that next one.
Which one is it?
Hash marks and the
Hash marks
boobs.
and haboobs. Maybe that was a joke.
I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hash Marks and Haboobs.
Unique
We'll
to
be here
Arizona. That's
It
unique
is,
to Arizona.
yeah.
So I like that one.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Okay. And then we need to talk haboobs with Royal and his history with.
No, we don't need to do that. Not on
We
this
only have, what, 30 minutes?
Man, we'll need a day.
Okay. Cloud Chasers.
Cloud
that's
chasers. Yeah,
good.
Cloud chasers.
Yeah. Updraft.
Updraft.
Do you like that?
There's
Big
a lot of feeling for Updraft lately. There's been an upwelling for
Yes.
Updraft.
Ian wanted
idea
to
is
add the
that?
word the
It has to
to
be
it.
the updraft.
The updraft.
That has a
The
little more.
Updraft.
Ron Howard's going to call for a sequel.
Okay.
Updraft.
What's the Stratus?
Oh,
Yeah.
Is this an Ian suggestion?
No, that's not me.
no.
No.
Only I know. No,
That's Derek Stahl.
that was Derek Stahl.
Derek
What's-
Stahl has been adding ideas too.
What about
Derek Stahl's been helping us out.
Stratus symbol?
Dude, I like that.
Stratus symbol.
I really like that.
Status.
That is good.
It's not bad.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's pretty
good.
good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Put that in the back burner.
Yeah, no, it's on the near
Okay.
On the back burner.
How about the convection connection?
I like that. That's not my
No, it's like a weather-themed dating show.
It really does.
That was mine.
It reminded Royal and I of that song.
Conjunction.
Yeah.
Whose is that? That is.
That's
And I said, I thought it was a winner, and Royal laughed for a little bit, and then he's like, nope.
No, I didn't know that was not. No, that was not the case. I checked with the higher ups.
It's an opinion.
Oh,
I
they
like
didn't-
it.
Convection,
Is this another
connection.
legal thing?
No, it's not another legal thing. It was just like
I don't like it.
Do they know what convection is?
That's the thing I think people may not
Maybe they don't know
what that is.
They know what convection.
The convection.
Connection.
I love
You're
it.
connected to convection.
Especially with
I
you
like that
holding
one.
that paper like a talk show host.
Yeah,
Right now.
seriously. Come on, Monty. What's behind door number 3?
Drought.
Here we go. Here's the next one. The lowdown.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like
Weather
a- moving
reference,
in.
all
Yeah,
right.
low down. I get it.
feel-
Yeah, the low down.
feel-
I just feel like that might be hard
Yeah.
for other people to get.
And it's not going to be
Yeah.
as salacious as the title implies.
It's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Does that
Okay,
really
next.
imply
This is pretty good.
Like,
salaciousness?
hey, what's the lowdown with?
Like it's more of a
It's a lowdown, bro.
Yeah, what's the
gossip
lowdown?
show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah,
Okay.
did you hear what that storm did?
Highs and lows.
oh, that's cute.
Not bad.
Mine
Yeah,
was,
I like that.
It was mine.
I had to just put something.
You were just throwing
Oh,
something
is this
in
you? Yeah. Okay, explain this one. Hot air.
Now that's not mine.
That's not yours?
Is that mine?
It's right next to highs and lows.
Oh, wait, what's the other one?
Hair.
The lowdown.
Yeah,
And
Oh, those aren't mine. Those aren't mine.
Oh, okay.
But I did put highs and lows.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Hot air. No,
Phoenix.
Not connecting.
We don't know where that came from.
Okay.
So on a related note, before you continue on hot air,
Yes.
there's a producer out in the newsroom pushing for it's a dry heat.
Okay.
That's
Ah,
good.
yeah. I
It's
do like
unique
that.
to us.
Right.
Yes.
It doesn't cover our mountains.
Bingo.
The mountains.
And the rest of the year.
Yes. So even though it's kind of cool,
Because then when we do a February episode,
yeah, it's not really a dry heat.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just want to put that
I
out
like
there.
that. Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Radar roundup.
Oh man. Okay.
Is there a band show? Is there a band show
Net
involved?
I
You could get
There's a
banjos.
banjo.
Yeah,
could
can you
have
get
I
on
do,
that
I do know a banjo player.
You know what
Get
banjo
the
Car
banjo.
wash.
Of course
Oh,
you
they've been to the car wash.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that could be good. We get the banjo
What's it called?
banjos.
Radar
I like
banjo?
No.
that.
The radar roundup.
Radar round.
Yeah. That
Okay.
sounds good.
I like that.
That's
Who
the
came
old
up with that?
Dobson.
That's a good one.
That's the Dobson Ranch newspaper, the Rancher's Roundup. So you might want to check with legal.
Oh yeah, you better check legal. Okay, there you go. All right.
Inside Storm Commander.
Okay. Do we have to do the podcast in there?
Sounds like a beach read. Yeah.
Feels musty.
Oh, and may
Musty.
I say before you continue that the podcast on a regular basis will just be one of us.
Oh,
One of us at a time doing different topics. So I don't
Wait.
want people to get scared away that it's going to be invasion of the forecasters.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so
yeah.
we
We're
do
not
the next
always
one. We're
going to be
just doing
together.
it solo.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That is
you want
good.
No one wants to hear me
Let's
talk right now.
for
Well,
about
I've already got a
chat
gardening
about
one
something.
scheduled
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's
fall
great.
gardening.
Oh, and
That's
you can
good.
have a guest. You can have a guest, right?
Yes.
Downloading now.
You just, you alone?
Downloading. This is all I miss out.
I'm not a gardener.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay.
Didn't say
We
that.
can't be rolling, right? This is just
No, this is real.
This is real.
Yeah, you sure you want to do this by ourselves? I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, like the whole
Keep it
team.
going.
So Royal had asked me to be on his podcast.
Okay, what's
You're not going to be on
next?
the plant one.
I'll be on the plant one. You're in
I
the
think this is
gardening
Ian's.
one.
This is Ian's, I think.
Okay.
The First Alert Forecasters, the pod.
That's like an
Is that
alien
going to
thing.
fit on the screen?
That ain't me.
That is so long.
That's not you?
Wait, so did you ask the newsroom to send in?
No.
Oh, so where are these
No.
coming from?
These are from people.
Came from
But no one wrote that.
No,
We've
it's
been
right.
talking
Yeah,
about it
yeah,
for 2-3 weeks. And then people would get involved. Even Derek would be sending us emails.
If
and
you
stuff.
guys
Jared.
whispered it, we wrote it down.
Yes.
Yeah. We even mentioned it.
That's my final
Wait a minute,
hurrah, unless you see any more.
There's another.
He quit already.
There's another
He's
list.
out.
Yeah,
I got one.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Scene, go.
Scene, please.
Well, I was thinking that I was going to be late, so I was speeding, but it's something something hit me, and because it has to incorporate the entire state, right?
Yeah.
And we
Right.
all come from such diverse backgrounds. What people don't realize is that Arizona really does have diverse weather. We've got different climates, we've got different seasons, we've got our own separate summer thunderstorm season that's very unique to the desert Southwest. So I was thinking, what about this? Whatever, whenever, Arizona weather.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Whenever.
Whenever.
Put it down.
Arizona weather. And it kind of has a little.
Jake says it might.
WW.
So I'm getting grief from the control room now? Wow. You guys are all so nice.
Jake say?
So the truth always comes from the control room.
Jake says it's too
Wait,
long.
no. Jake
Thinking of the graphic
has to
already.
say that over the intercom. Jake,
Yes.
you have to say
Jake,
it out
wait,
loud.
we need the audio.
It was entirely too long.
Well, I think part of it
Never gonna get a name.
I was just trying to be dramatic.
It was
since
the
we were
build-up.
on
What is
camera.
it?
I do like that.
Whatever. Arizona weather.
WWAZ, bro.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
What? What? Okay, so
WX.
Sounds like WWJD, so maybe WWAZ.
Yeah,
So here's a few more.
WAZ.
Vergavine.
Oh, well, okay.
And then,
Is this our drink list?
Yeah, that sounds like cocktail.
Because he's gonna open a bar soon, and we came up with some weather names for drinks.
Bar is going to be called the Storm Shelter later.
When does that
I
happen?
love that.
Maybe I'll podcast on that. Would you download that?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's a strong maybe for me.
Okay. The Updraft. Oh, in case you missed it, with an MIST.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's cute.
Yes.
But what Ian pointed out was.
we never see mist in this state.
That's perfect in Seattle.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like, well, I don't like, but this was just a joke, so it's not funny. The Storm Commanders.
Commanders.
Because
As long as we have
that didn't
outfits,
work.
can we get outfits?
But Holly, I think, has the name.
Yeah.
Holly has the name. Holly, would you please share your name?
So, Grapple Gangers.
Grapple Gangers!
I do like the
So it
Grapple
came.
Gang.
Why?
Kinda like the
Oh, we're
Capital
trying to think
Gang.
of ones
It
that
came
you
from
have.
Let's
Grapple,
Grapple. People
which
were talking
got
about
turned
Let's
down.
Grapple.
I really love
So
that one.
did they turn down Let's Grapple because
No.
they were afraid that people wouldn't know how to spell grapple and
Okay.
find
It was-
us?
People
are
Or,
confused about
were they
Grapple.
okay
Yeah.
with the grapple in the name? Could we do Grapple Gangers, or do you think they're going to shoot that down for the same reason?
Well, Grapple Gangers is even harder to spell, I might say. But here's
It's
the
memorable.
thing.
yeah.
There
It's
was
fun.
one group in the newsroom that loved it,
Yeah.
and another group said, "Oh, it's hard to spell." So,
spelling.
but
Oh,
see,
the
I think
spelling.
it's going to be.
But yeah, wait, who's
It's going to
spelling
be
this?
Arizona Families. Let's Grapple, or Arizona Families Grapple Gangers.
Yeah.
I like it.
Gangers.
Are we kind of liking Grapple Gangers?
I
do
I
actually
think
like
they
it.
didn't like it then when we said it in the newsroom.
Well, I know they didn't like it.
Who's they? Let's
Our
name
boss.
names. Let's name
She
some
kinda just
names
laughed.
here.
So
Well,
I think that was
Jared
no.
came up with Let's Grapple.
Let's
I like
Grapple.
that.
What
Next
does
to-
Jared know about
I know,
weather?
but they're all helping. They're trying to help us.
Hope
I mean,
he's
that's-
listening.
We clearly need help. We clearly need help.
it took us 2 months to name Storm Commander.
Well, that's
Right,
true.
that was hard.
One was
So that's
that.
why.
What
What
was
was the
We
other
talked
names?
about.
Oh my
We
God.
talked about doing something generic
was-
too, like
Yeah.
Arizona Skies or Southwest Skies or something like
Yeah.
that.
Here's you know who I
Grapple
like.
Ganger.
I
At least
like
that's
the Updraft,
Yeah,
but I
that's
also
good.
like the Grapple Gangers.
So should those be like our top two? And we
Are those
submit
our
that
top
to
two? Do you
them?
think? You guys want to say those are our
Those
top
are my
two?
top two.
I like
What was
those.
that one?
Okay, so we got the Updraft and
I love hash marks and haboos, but
Somehow I feel like legal is going to thumbs down that one.
yeah,
You have to
that's true.
explain to them what a haboon
lowdown.
is first, because they probably don't live here and they're going
That's
to
true.
think
Yeah.
whatever.
What would they think? Forget it. Don't answer that
People
question.
outside TV get the hash marks
And
reference either. So.
I gotta say, I do
Yeah.
feel slightly underdressed. This feels like a Dr. Phil episode. I'm the bad kid, and you guys are like going over all the horrible things I've done.
How was your freshman year? Tell us.
Cash me outside.
All right, so here's everyone put their input, and I'll be last. So Paul, put your input on those two favorites: the Updraft or Grapple Gangers.
Oh yeah, so vote on one.
Well, not vote. Just give your pros and cons. And we'll
my
vote.
thing about Grapple is whenever people think it snows here, which sometimes we can get some magic in Cave Creek and
Yeah.
Carefree, we ruin it. It's not snow, it's Grapple.
Grapple.
And everybody's like, God dang, come on, man. It looks like snow. Can you just call it
Wait,
snow?
how do you really feel?
Can you just call it snow and not ruin their
Just give
fire?
snow for
just
once.
give snow for Nope, it's Grapple. That's all it is.
Same
Grapple.
thing when it
That's a
actually
good point.
when it
I mean,
does
no
snow.
offense.
Sad.
So it's kind of a downer.
It's kind of a,
Yeah.
it's a downer for me.
It's a downer for you. All right.
Because every
Downer
viewer's
for
like,
Paul.
oh, well, I don't
Yeah,
never
you're
even
right.
heard of Grapple before.
We never talk about grapple without it being like a disappointing
Yes.
sense.
We only talk about
that's a
grapple to
good
say what
point.
it's not.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's
But I do like the name, Grapple Gangers.
It's cute.
Yes. Updraft,
Yeah.
I like a lot.
Holly.
I agree with that. Now that I'm thinking about it more,
You would lean
we don't
toward
want to be,
the
you know,
Updraft?
upsetting. Yeah, I mean, I liked Updraft to begin with, but then the Grapple Gangers just kind of
happening?
came out of nowhere. I think that one's more fun, has more of a fun side to it.
Yes.
But if we're trying to go serious and
That's what this has been.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I think Updraft is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Scene.
Well, I mean, when we're talking about Arizona weather, there's a lot of whatever or whenever. But I,
He's going back to the well.
I like Updraft. I like Updraft.
Jake, put that down. It's too long.
He really did. The
There's
voice
enough
of God.
guys.
It's lyrical. It's
Literally,
lyrical.
God said
It's
no.
lyrical.
April.
Yeah, I like the Updraft too.
Updraft.
I like the Updraft. It has some force. It's short. It's probably more common. People know what Updrafts are, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's and
That would be the only downside is does everybody know that weather reference?
more than Grapple, probably.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Yeah.
It's short too.
You don't like Zephyr?
You know, it's, you know,
No, I like the
I'm warming
Updraft,
up to it.
I do like the Updraft.
So is it the Updraft
The Updraft?
or Updraft?
I like the
Is it the Updraft? Are we
Yes.
all? Now we have to be. It has to be unanimous. Scene. We need you in
I
on
like
this.
the
All right.
the,
The
yeah.
Updraft. Ladies and gentlemen, the Updraft.
I already knew that.
But you already knew that.
already
now.
knew that.
And if it turns out that it's not called the Updraft, it's because legal got involved. So then you'll know another story. So that ends our first ever podcast of
Dude.
the Updraft.
Thank you,
I
Ron.
feel like we should try to make these all of us at some points.
Oh yeah,
It's so
like
fun. when
couple
we're
times
all
Once
together.
a year.
once a year.
Well, we have promos every season
There's a
now.
lot
Let's just do
happening.
it at the
What's going
promo.
on, people?
Yeah.
I'm on 10 shows.
You are.
We will do them more than once a year.
No,
Please.
I'm just kidding.
But each one of these guys is going to feature their own stuff. I'm trying to come up with stuff to impress April. So
Just not
Gardening's
into
not it.
What's it
gonna
Ian
be?
is very into gardening.
I
There
would
are
you would
people-
also
I
would
would.
download
He would
that?
download
Okay,
that.
all right,
yes.
okay.
And we should get, I think we should get like some suggestions from viewers, and these can
Yeah.
be on our personal pages.
Good point.
Yeah.
But also like the non-weather stuff, because people love the TV stuff. You
Yeah.
know, how many times have people do you do your own makeup and you know those types of things. So maybe there's some non-weather stuff people want to hear about too.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what else I lined up? You know the guy who made the dates for the monsoon, Tony Haffer, 2008.
Don't release his name.
No, he wants to come on and explain why he made the dates.
Okay.
Actually, have him on.
Yes. So
That's
will we
good.
download that, April?
Yes.
Ah,
I will.
There's one.
You make it seem like I'm such a tough critic.
no, you're not. No,
This
she's
will be
just
good.
April. She's just April, and she's a good kid.
Yes.
So, what do I know? So, bye. That's it. That's it.
It's gonna be fun.
So,
Thank you for watching the outro.
podcast number 1, the
In the book.
Updraft in the books. We hope you enjoyed it.
Okay. Sorry about last summer.
That should be the title. Sorry about last
This is Beyond the Green Screen, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.